Hello friends, I'm just going to try to show you how to use the program Karma to create a show of songs that you can keep together, as a playlist. And so I'm going to turn the video towards the screen so I can show you on the screen. I'll try to give you my key presses and such, and let you know what I'm doing. Okay, so here goes. So I've just launched the Karma program. It takes a few minutes to go through the process. And the first thing I'm going to show you is a playlist that I've created in the past. And then I will go through the process of actually creating a new one, a short one, just like a 5-song playlist. And go through the process of naming it and saving it. And you can bring it up at any time you might need a show in advance. You can determine how long you want the show to be, to the second pretty much, or to the minute. And I will show you what I use for my shows. Typically my shows are about 45 minutes, and so I create a show that's 45 minutes long from beginning to end. And if I have someone else helping me, of course, all they have to do is hit the play button and it will just roll down the list without stopping. And there's several tools that I use to help me create a show without having to hit the pause button all the time or any time. And a lot of times I might not have a helper, and all I can do is I can begin the show by hitting the play button, allowing 30 seconds or a minute, or have songs ahead of the actual show time play, and end the last song before my show begins with something I'm going to recognize, like the song Tequila or Rock Around the Clock or something like that I can listen to and know I need to get ready to be on stage. So this is one of the things that I do, is I have songs, I call them tools, like songs that are not songs, that are actually tracks that are blank, like a 30-second blank or a 10-second blank amount of time with nothing there, so I can either give myself a little period of rest between a fast song, let's say a high tempo, high energy type song. I could probably use a little rest period between that end of that and the beginning of a new song. Also, when there are songs that require or do not have an intro or a very short intro, I have some tracks that I've named cues. They are key cues, or yeah, I guess you could call them key cues, like a chime or something that lets me know it's time to stop talking to the audience. It's time to get ready for this next track that's coming on soon. So what I did right now is I clicked in this little area. Each one of these areas has has like 3 lines in it. It's a menu. It's a little menu that you can click on. As you click on each menu, you can see what the menu is about. And there's one here, and there's one over here. These are uh, sections of Karma. This is my media section where all my tracks are located, and I can do a search and find them. And in this area would be my singer list. If I have running a karaoke show, I would have names in this area. And if I'm going to create a show, I'm going to clear this playlist here so it's just empty. Now, if I have a playlist and I clear it, it doesn't disappear. It doesn't delete it. It just clears it from this section. So I'm going to insert another playlist. I click this little 3 buttons here. It gives me the menu, and I asked it to insert a playlist. So it's going to bring me a little dialog screen, a menu to show what is in my list, my playlists. So I have a playlist here. It's called 45 minutes, 15 minutes, 50s intro birthday playlist. 45 minutes, 15 minutes, 50s intro playlist. So that's a good example. Let me see. I'm going to go to one of my Elvis shows if I have one in here. I think I should have one. I do have one. I did a show in February at the Blue Horse, so I called it February 2021 Blue Horse Show. So I'm going to double click that. It's one I created early before. And these are the tracks I started with. And at that time, I did have someone help me use the play button, and somebody was helping me with the soundboard. So I didn't create anything before this to begin the show. So on this one, I have Viva Elvis, That's All Right Mama, starting off. And I have a 30 seconds after that song is done, where I talk to the audience and thank them for coming, and I'm going to do some songs. And then I have a cue A chord. I play an A chord here. And it's just a little chord that lets me know it's time. I got 10 seconds left to get into a song. And this next song is Love Me Tender. And I go after Love Me Tender. I got a 10-second blank to get into A Big Hunk of Love. A Big Hunk of Love is a kind of a fast tempo song. I give myself 10 seconds. I think I give myself 10 seconds between each of these songs, because I talk a little bit about the song, and it gives me a chance to kind of catch my breath. 10 seconds is a pretty short time between these tracks. Anyway, that's my whole show right there. I have, if you can see, all the different songs there and tracks equal to 44 minutes and 26 seconds. I have 33 tracks in there. They're not all songs. They're different tracks. Some are tracks of blanks in between. Some have chords to give me on time to get back on show. So that's how I create a show. I create a whole show just like that, with these spaces in mind between songs and everything. And what I'll have generally is a written sheet that I'll put on the stage for myself to remind myself of what the next song is, in case I don't have the computer screen to see what's up next. I want it to flow nicely, and I want to have my mind flow nicely to what's coming up next. So I have a little sheet on my probably on stage, where I can see what's next, how many seconds I have left, and I'll have some of the little notes there for myself. So if you notice, this show is 44 minutes and 26 seconds long, which is about 45 minutes, which is what I usually do, a 45-minute show. I consider it an hour because I'll be taking pictures and greeting the fans and stuff after this show usually. So anyways, so I'm going to delete this. Not delete it, I'm clearing it from this view. It's not deleting it, it's saving it. So I'm going to hit clear the list. It's asking me yes to clear it. I've cleared it. So I can access it again if I want to, just by going here and selecting insert playlist. So that's a playlist I created already. So I can use that playlist at probably some other event without changing much at all. So here's an example. I'm going to just select songs from my Elvis Presley backtracks. So I just typed in Presl, and if you notice, it brings up Presley right away. So there's not a whole lot of folks named Presley in the music business. So if I want to see the category, I can click on any one of these columns, and it will auto alphabetize the whole list. In this one, I put category because I want to get all the backtracks. Since backtracks is the first category because it begins with a B, the next category would be DJ music, and the next category after that would be karaoke. So I have three categories. I have backtracks and DJ music and karaoke songs. So everything with backtracks is basically, that's all it is. It's a backtrack to a variety of songs that are not karaoke. There's no words going to be available on a screen to see the words. But a lot of these are professional backtracks that sound really close to the real thing. What I'll do is I'll test some of these. If I want to hear this one's All Shook Up, and it's the version that was sang at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis. And this, of course, it was in the 70s, in the concert years. I'm going to play it. Maybe you'll be able to hear it. There's a little cue right there. Get ready. Roll with me. Man on the fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting the wilds of bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. So let's say if I like that version, all I have to do is drag it over to the singer section. And what I'll do when I'm making up my list, I will uncheck the all play button or auto play button, little square in that little area over here. I will uncheck that first one, because if I start playing songs and they reach the end of the song, it'll start playing the first song I picked, and I don't want that to happen because I'm creating a list. So I'm going to go down and pick another song. Let's say, Baby, What Do You Want Me to Do? This is a Golden Voice version. I'll play it and see what it sounds like. Yeah, baby. You know how it goes. We're going up, we're going down, we're going up, downtown, town, anywhere you want me to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, I like that one. We're going to flip it over and put it underneath that one. And after All Shook Up, I'll just go straight into that. It's got a nice long intro, so I can just say thank you very much. After All Shook Up, go right into the next song. Now, if I want a after Baby, What Do You Want Me to Do, I want to put a little time in there. I can just type in Presley blank, and I've got a choice of 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 6 seconds. Let's say I just want to do a 6-second breather right there, and I'll go back and take out the blank part and just put it back into Presley. All the backtracks show up again. I can scroll down to whoa, that goes quick. I've got over 1,000 backtracks and a bunch of karaoke stuff. So I like this song, I've Lost You. It's a beautiful song. More of a ballad, kind of a power ballad. Lying by your side, I watch you sleeping, and in your face, the sweetness of a child. I like that song a lot. I don't do it enough in concert. I need to start practicing it if I want to do something. If I want to do that song. I also have it in karaoke. I have other songs in karaoke. If I want to go down to my karaoke collection and I just want to sing GI Blues, I can pick a karaoke version, and then when I play it, up in this section, I actually get the words will show up. So if I have a karaoke screen I can actually see and I can do a variety of songs, I'll go ahead and try these. They give us a room with the view of the beautiful Rhine. They give us a room with the view of the beautiful Rhine. Look at me, I'm Audio Creek in Texas any old time. I've got the top 2, 3, 4 occupation GI blues. Okay, so there's a little list right there, kind of just an example. If I'm looking for some cues, I can go to my chord stuff, pick a chord. If I know the chord for the song, I can play a chord and it would sound like you'll get a chord just like that played. And of course, after that chord is played, it's about 2 seconds of track, and that's really perfect time to get ready to get into a song. Let's say you want to take a break after GI Blues, marching around and stuff, and you kind of, you need some breath time and maybe a little swig of water or something, and you start joking with the audience or whatever, and then now you want to insert some time. I'm gonna insert this right now. E chord. I'm gonna put an E chord. Very common in a lot of Elvis songs. E chord and A chord usually. Let's put a blank back in there so I can find my blank tracks. And let's put a 10-second track in between the GI Blues and the GI Blues and the Q and the E chord. And then this E chord could be for something like holy smoke, last sakes alive, I never thought this could happen to me. I'm trying to think of the name of that song. No, that's the wrong song. Can't remember the title of that song, but there's songs that really, you got to be ready for it, ready to get out the gate with it. When I said I needed you. Wait, you said you would always stay. It wasn't me who cared for you, but now you're gone away. Don't you know that now you're gone, and I'm left here on my own. You don't have to say you love me. I had to sing part of the song just to remember the title. So on this version, for example, there's not a lot of time. You got to get into the song, like you get that little cue. But sometimes you need a cue just before that cue to be ready. Okay, I like that one. Okay, so here's my set list I've created. I can go through and go ahead and name it now before I start playing it. So that way it stays saved. I'll go to Save Playlist. I'll name it Test Playlist. For a tutorial. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. Let's say you create a show and it's like you're doing the 50s or 60s or 70s concert or Aloha special or whatever. You can name it whatever you want in that part, and then hit the save button. When you hit the save button, it'll go into your playlist files. Now if I want to start playing it here, I can go ahead and play it, and they'll go away each time a song gets played until the song list is completed. So I'm going to kind of go through that real quick, just to kind of, we'll do a kind of a fast version of it. Oh, well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting the wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Now what I did there is I hit the next play the next track, which you wouldn't have to do in a regular show. You would just let it play to the end and then be ready to sing the next one according to your cheat sheet. So I'm going to go down through the list here and just kind of pause as I'm discussing how I'm doing it. So I'm going to hit, I want to continue playing. So maybe what do you want me to do? Yeah, that song is finished. Now I've got a 6-second track between there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to sing this next song for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful song called I've Lost You. So you get a little time to introduce the song, I guess. And then I'm going to hit the next one, next track. I'm going to go straight into GI Blues. There's a little bit of a lead-in time on this song, about 3 seconds. I'm going to go to the next track. Give myself 10 seconds after the end of GI Blues to talk about this next song and tell the audience how much I love them and how much they're appreciated and they're fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready for this next song. Hope you like it. It goes something like this. When I said I needed you, you said you would always stay. So that's the end of the concert, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Okay, so that's the playlist I just created. So now I'm going to go up here and just show you where that playlist is. I'm going to click Insert Playlist. If you notice, all the songs are gone now. The playlist has been played out. I think I named it Test. Let's see, Test Playlist for Tutorial. Double click that. The list is back on. It's an awesome way to save shows and put a show together. And I wanted that show to be less than 13 minutes. It's 12 minutes and 24 seconds long. So it keeps track of all the time in between and everything. All the tracks are timed out. So you can do a show from beginning to end, and you got a rental hall, and you only can rent that hall for an hour or maybe an hour and a half. You got setup and takedown, but you got that show timed out. There's nothing worse than a show that goes on and on and on and on, or is too short or whatever. This one, you got the time control right here. So that's it in a nutshell. Hope you get something out of this video and can figure it out. Hopefully you have some experience with finding songs. The best way to find songs is how I showed you on the search area. You don't have to type very much of the song, just keywords in the song title, the artist. If I wanted to do a Cash song and I knew what song I wanted to do, let's say Walk the Line, I just Cash Line. I probably wind up with there Walk the Line, all the different versions of it. And there's a few other songs that come up there too, but it kind of gets you there really quick, So the less you type in the search, the better. As long as you type it in the names correctly, avoid apostrophes or commas. Think about keywords in the song. If it's a word that has a comma in it, like don't, well, you can't really get away without not finding that one, but you're probably going to come up with a bunch of other don'ts. If I hit don't, I got apostrophe. Most of the songs are going to be filed properly, so it probably will come up with don't. It's also going to have Baby I Don't Care, Don't Be Cruel, Don't Ask Me Why, Don't Cry Daddy. So you're going to get all those different don'ts in there, but there is only one song that's actually named Don't. So you can click here where it says title in this title bar, and it will alphabetize everything. If you notice, I have some with numbers in front of them. These are special tracks that I have numbered because they go to a CD, I guess, track number. So these are group files that belong in a group of other songs. But for the most part, once the numbers are gone, you can see all the don'ts that are available. All these songs are different tracks, different arrangements. Some are the same arrangements, but some are different. Sound choices, SC, PT, maybe party tracks or something. I'm not really sure, or it could be Pioneer tracks. Music Maestro, Monster Music, Top Hits, multitude of different versions. But in this section over here, you can see the category. There's backtracks, karaoke, and DJ music. So if you want to hit Don't Ask Me Why, I got Don't Ask Me Why in DJ and backtrack and in karaoke. So remember, when you click in these columns, it alphabetizes that column for you, but it also brings everything else in line. So all this information stays in the row that it's in. That's the name of the track that's on that row. Okay, I'm going to finish this video by saying aloha and TCB, and thank you very much.